Welcome back to Coding. So last time we've discussed about how we can create variables in Java and how we can implement with different data types. Now today in this lesson we are going to discuss about how we can work with operators and what is the purpose of operators and how we can use the operators in Java. So guys, if you like the content what I post, do like it, share it and also subscribe to my channel. We have already discussed about how we can use the data types, like how we will get to know that what kind of data it is involved whenever we are writing a program. So now when we are talking about operators are basically a vast numbers of operators that are used in Java. So whenever I'm talking about operator will basically work upon with an operand. Basically when I'm talking about an operand means which will be on the either side of the operator. Like suppose if I'm writing a plus b, so in this case a and b are the two operands of a operator. The operator over here is plus. So when we are talking about operators in Java, we have various types of operators. We have mathematical operators also, we have logical operators. One kind of operator that we have is a mathematical operators. So whenever I'm talking about the mathematical operators, as the name itself divide that all the mathematical operations that can be performed with the operators are known as mathematical operators. So when I'm talking about a mathematical operator, we have these kinds of operators that are available in Java, as you can see on the screen also. Number one is the addition operator, which is used with a plus sign. Then we have a subtraction operator, minus sign. Then we have a multiplication operator that is used with the asterisk sign. Then we have a division operator that is used as a divide sign, that is a slash sign. Then we have a modulus is used with a percentage sign. Basically it is used to give the value which is in the form of a remainder. So let us understand these operators with the help of a just simple code in which we'll understand all these operators in one single code. So let us understand this program with the help of example of the operators, that is the arithmetic operators. Here you can see I've defined a class calculator. First of all I've written class calculator. Then I opened the braces and written public static void main, which is the basic phenomena of writing any Java program. Public static void main string argument. Then I opened the curly braces and defined some variables, in which the variable I will store some data. For every variable I have just given a value a and b. In a and b I have already given a value that is 10 and other is 20. I'll perform all the operation based upon this. First of all I have taken a variable c in which I am adding two numbers a plus b. Then after that I have taken a variable d in what I am doing a minus b. It will show me the result of a minus b. Then I have given as a variable in which I am performing multiplication on the data, that is a into b. In that case it will give me the multiplied output. After that I've given given in e, that is a b divided by a, which will give me the result of the modulus, that it could return 2 value. After that I've given another variable in which I store the result of modulus. In that case I have given a modulus is equal f equals to the number, that is 20 modulus 10. So it will give me the desired output if it was any remainder. In this case we can also change a quantity in which we want to see that the remainder values. So I am taking in that case over here 10 modulus and then it divided by 3. Then I'm getting the result, that is system out.println, and I am displaying all the outputs that will be displayed to me after performing this action. Then I have closed the curly braces and closed the program. So whenever I will execute this program in the command prompt, so whenever I execute, you all know we need to execute the program by writing javac, javac, and then the name of the program, that .java. After that it will check the compilers and create a class file in the main. After that what it will do, we have to write Java and then the name of the class whatever we have defined, and in that case what we will do, we will enter it. Now you can see this is the desired output. Whatever I have used over there, it is to be printed to me over here in the output. So this is the purpose of whenever I am using different kinds of operator. You can see what is the result of the first one. It is adding the two numbers. Second is subtracting, multiplying, and then dividing, and then showing me the modulus of the data. So this way we are performing a program with operators in the case of Java. We have the types of operators, that is the increment operator. These are also a kind of mathematical operators, but the purpose of increment operator is used to add a value 1 or decrement a value minus. So whenever I'm talking about the number one operator, that is the increment operator. When I am talking about an increment operator is used to add plus one value to the value that we have already added in it. So in that case, what we have to simply use, we have to use plus plus and then the name of the variable, or we can use minus minus in case of decrement. So this is the basic purpose of increment and decrement operator, which is either used to add one value or it is used to reduce one value with the help of minus minus or plus plus. So whenever I'm talking about increment decrement operator, it is add a value or it will subtract a minus one value. You can see also here in the example code, here I have taken an example of given a value of test equals to 5 and after that I have written plus plus test. So in that case, now the test value will be 6 whenever I am using the increment. In the second case, you can see I have written over here a test equals to 5, then I have given minus minus test. In that case, what it will happen, it will reduce the value from 5 to 4. Talked about increment and decrement operator. Increment decrement operators are also classified into two categories, that is the prefix and the postfix. So whenever I'm talking about the two classification, that is the prefix and the postfix, it basically means adding the increment operator before the variable or after the variable. So when I'm talking about the two forms, that is the prefix and postfix, with prefix form of operators appear before the operand, and when I'm talking about the postfix, it will appear after the operand. So this is the basic difference of using a prefix and postfix. Now what is the change in the prefix and the postfix purpose? Now for example, you can see over here that I have given a value of x equals to 34, and that after other case I have given int y equals to plus plus x, means the operator of the prefix is increment is given before the variable. Now in that case, the value of y will be 35, but if I am using it as y x plus plus in the other case, now you guys will see over here the other case, x equals to 34 and y is equals to x plus plus. So in this case, the value of y will remain 34 only, but when it will come again to it, it will increment the value of y. So that is the case of using a prefix and postfix. If we want to increment the value at the same time, or if we want to increment the value at later time or decrement the value at later time. We will be clear about increment operator whenever we will using for loop, while loop or do while loop. Kind of operator that we have available in Java is the assignment operator. When I am talking about the assignment operator, when we are using a single equal to sign, single equal to sign means that whatever value I have given to the variable, it will hold that value. For example, if I have written int value equals to 5, so that means the value of variable value is 5. But if I have used it as that value equals to 5, then in that case it means that whatever the data that has been entered in the value should be equal to 5. So this is the basic purpose of whenever I am using a assignment operator. Single equal to is used to assign a value, and when I'm talking about double equals to, it is to check whether a value is equal to that number or it is not equal to that number. We can also use one case whenever we are using a assignment operator, that is if we want to add some value to that particular number. For example, say I have given a number 1 is equals to 4 and the number 2 is equals to 8. Now if I want to add number 1 into number 2, what I can do, number 2 I have written over here minus equals to number 1, or either way I can write plus if I want to add it. So what it will do, it will add the number 1 into the number 2 and get me the desired output accordingly. I have some logical operator. Logical operators are used basically to check whether a condition is true or whether the condition are false, or whether it's reverse of the condition. So whenever talking about the logical operators available in Java, we have the logical operators as AND, OR and NOT. When I'm talking about AND is represented by double ampersand sign, OR operator is represented by two single lines, and after that NOT operator is represented by an exclamation mark. Of operators that we had is the logical operators. When I'm talking about the logical operator, AND operator, OR operator and NOT operator, basically what is the purpose of using it? It is used with the help of the conditional statement. But in this case, I'm just telling you that what is the purpose of an AND operator. AND operator means basically it will evaluate to true if both the condition on both the sides, that is the right hand side and the left hand side of the AND operator, evaluates to true. Then the result will be true. Second kind of operator that we have is the OR operator. Whenever I am talking about an OR operator is basically used to check if any of the condition on the either end side of the operator is true, it will evaluate the result to true. If either of them is true, then the result will be true. No matter if one is false or the other is a true. Next we have a NOT operator. When I am talking about a NOT operator is basically used to reverse the data. Basically, if it is a true valuation, then it will result to false. If it is a false valuation, it will result to true. I think you must be clear about what are operators and what are different kinds of operators that are available in Java, and how we can implement each and every operator with the help of code. I am going to tell you about various conditional statements that are also available in Java, and how we can input data in Java. All I'm going to explain you in my further videos. So guys, if you like the content what I post, do like it, share it, and also subscribe to my channel if you are new to my channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon. And also you can connect me on my Instagram page, the link in the description, and also you can connect me on my website. Thank you so much for watching.